It is the same story. Then and now and even the future. Necessity is the mother of invention. Adversities are blessings in disguise. Because normally we don't seem to realize the strength available to us, the help available to us. We just depend on our own little strength. And we think that we can take care of ourselves. But when that part comes to a big test, when you realize that you cannot continue anymore with your little strength, then you begin to realize that there is a vast strength available. A mighty power is available. We all know that there is God, the great power waiting to tap. But we don't do it until the necessity comes. Until we realize that we cannot do anything anymore by ourselves. It is proved in many stories, particularly many of the sages and saints and prophets who ultimately got that knowledge. Adversities. If we remember this truth, we will never be afraid of adversities. We will face it with the confidence that at the critical moment, I will receive all the strength necessary. Sometimes we don't understand these things with our little intelligence. At that point, okay, all right, Lord, it's all for good. Whatever you do, you have a reason for it. Whatever you do, you have a reason for it. So these are the times we should really emphasize this truth and try to apply this in our life. You can change all the problems into beautiful blessings. But it's all right. It's there in the prayer. And it's not just going to do it without our having faith in that prayer and applying it in our life. Easy to sing. Do we have that faith? We should question ourselves. Do I have that faith? Do I really mean what I say in that prayer? If I have that kind of faith, that ultimately it's all God's will. God will take care of everything. Then you don't have to develop any kind of animosity against anybody, a single individual or a group or a nation. The problem is religion, religious teachings, and religious prayers are just there. You think it's only for an occasion, only for a particular place, but it doesn't happen in our very life. Until that happens, we won't get any benefit. That's why I would like to say always, no matter what faith you follow, if you are true to your own faith, your own religion, and follow the teachings properly, understand it and apply it in your life, ultimately it brings the same good to everybody. So the essence is the same. And it seems to be, there is a coordination there. Here, festival of light. The Hindus, festival of light, Diwali. Buddhists, festival of light. Their festival of light. There seem to be even the same time all over the globe. They celebrate. Though we label it differently, we call it differently, we celebrate a little differently. See, a row of light, menorah. Christmas, a tree of light. Deepavali, a house of light. The entire house is decorated. Yes, very good. Please tell me the secret of immortality. Huh? Yeah, beautiful. Should one worship Bhagavan, Paramatma, or eternal Brahman for that immortality? Is the questionnaire here? Aha. Immortality is always there. If you remember who the I am is, that's what they call self-realization. If you ignore the I am, it is mortality. If you remember I am and add on to the mortality, it becomes I am mortality, immortality. Hmm? Yes, beautiful. Mortality becomes immortality when you add on I am. We always forget the I am part. We always remember the other half of it. I am so and so, so and so, so and so, such and such, this and that. That such and such, this and that, so and so is more important to us than the common I am. That I am is what you call God, immortal principle, the spirit. That's why even God told Moses. Moses questioned, who you are? Who are you, sir? God said, I am. I am. Good. Good. It's always good. True. Looks like a sort of Pandit's answer, but the truth is, yes, the same. Nothing that is mortal. Nothing dies. You can never destroy anything. There's no death to anything. Everything is alive and kicking. Because everything is the expression of that same immortal principle, what you call God. Everything. Then what is that called mortal? What dies? Not the thing. The shape dies. That's all. Buy a piece of cloth, the cloth dies, and a shirt is born. You change the shape of the cloth into shirt. The cloth is dead and gone, but the shirt is born. Buy a truckload of lumber, chop the lumber into various pieces, put them together. The lumber is dead, house is born. Wood is dead, furniture is born. Gold is dead, ornaments are born. What is it? You just simply change one shape into another shape. So birth and death is nothing but changing the forms and giving different names. The essential principle is always there. You can never, never, never destroy that. So in that sense, everything is immortal because the source that expresses as everything is immortal. So realizing this helps you to know that you are immortal. So all these practices called worship or meditation or dhyana or this or vichara, they're all ways to get into this. Ultimately, to remove this ajnana, the ignorance that you are mortal. You don't have to do anything to become immortal, but you have to do a lot of things to remove your ignorance that makes you think that you are immortal. So, fine, worship Brahman, Paramatma, eternal Brahman, or anybody, isn't it? Or anything. But worship.